Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. Today I'm kind of doing a very late Q2 on my project pan. I have made a lot of progress on a lot of stuff, and there's been a lot of stuff that hasn't made any progress. So if you're familiar with my project pan series, I've got two at the moment. I've got my starting the project pan and the update on Q1. I'll link the playlist in the eye, so if you haven't seen it before, you can catch yourself up with that. Basically, for those of you that don't know, project pan is getting to the pan of your product. It is using your product up. I have a lot of makeup. More than I should own. I will never get through this makeup in a lifetime if I don't try to use a lot of it. So for me, a project pan is exciting. It's something I've never done before. It's something I started in 2020. I would have probably got through these products faster if we didn't have coronavirus, because I would have been wearing them to work every day, and I haven't been going to work every day. I've been at home makeupless, working from home. So if you have watched my project pans before, you'll know that I don't just like to talk about products. I like to apply my project pan to my face and talk about the products I've used up. And yeah, let's just get into this. First things first, primer. I have only one primer left, and look how thin it is. I used up two primers. I think these were the only two primers I had. Yeah, these were the only two primers I had. So I had all three here, and I used up the L'Oreal Lumiere Magique base. This one right here, I used this up. Yay, panned it, it's gone. And I also used up the Green Tea Primer Prep and Protect primer. I don't know who this is by. Evio Beauty apparently. But I used this up, which I'm pretty impressed with too. So the only one I have left now is the PS Vitamin Primer. I'll put the weighings up here. I think this primer was 32 grams to begin with, and it is now 19 grams. So I'm seeing a lot of progress with this one. To be honest with you, I think next time we check in, it's going to be all done, because I've been using it for filming quite a lot, and it's just a really nice primer. So I'm just going to go ahead and shove a little bit all over my face. I'm really happy with the progress with the primers, because I have so many primers, and I feel like because I just moisturise my skin, sometimes I skip priming when I'm just doing my everyday makeup. I mean, that's definitely a thing. I just hydrate my face and kind of slap on a bit of makeup and walk out the door. So to have some primers in my project pan has really encouraged me to use my primers up, especially things like this. And I have loads of other primers that aren't really, well, they are branded, but they're not known brands, so it's been good to use up some primers, and I only have one left, which is really, really good. Okay, so foundation time. I used up a foundation, thank God. I used up the Bourjois City Radiance Brightening Effect foundation. There is nothing left in this one. This is very, very much empty, and yeah, it was a nice foundation, but I think I could see it starting to go quite bad towards the end. Like the last two uses, I'm pretty sure broke me out, because the foundation is quite old. So yeah, I'm really happy to, I'm not happy to see the back of it because you can't buy Bourjois anymore, but I'm happy to have finished it and to have used it. So yeah, finished this one. And then the other two foundations I had were the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour fresh wear. The other one was Stay Fresh Foundation 24 hours. I think I went through this before, but they are like literally the exact same thing. So because they're so similar, and I think they're the exact same foundation, which is so frustrating because they just got rebranded, I've been weighing them together and treating them as one foundation, because to be honest with you, I mix them anyway, so I was treating them as one foundation. So this was 185 grams last quarter, so at the end of April I think it was, or the beginning of April, and then now they are 176 grams. So I've got through like 10 grams of foundation, which I'm pretty impressed with. But since we've got no other foundation, this is the one I'm going to be applying today. I do want a really, really light coverage today, because I'm going to be wearing a mask, so I don't want it transferring everywhere. Which, I mean, would you like a video on that? Like makeup to wear when you're wearing a mask? Like non-transfer proof, or transfer proof should I say, makeup for masks. That could be interesting. Okay, so on to concealer. The only concealer I have left, which I'm so impressed with myself with, is the LA Pro Girl concealer. This one right here. I don't know if the camera's going to focus. This one right here. This was 13 grams last quarter, so in Q1. And then now at the end of Q2, this is, oh wow, 13 grams. That's disappointing. That's very disappointing. I thought it'd be more than that. Poo. God damn. But I have gone through in total so far 3 concealers. So I believe the only ones I didn't show last time were my Collection Lasting Perfection and my number 7 Hydroluminous concealer. Like, they are both completely gone. I don't know if you can see that, my camera is playing me today, but they are completely gone, like nothing left in this tube. And then in this tube you can like see all the way through it. So yeah, I'm really impressed that I got through all of those, and the only one I have left is this one. It just makes everything a bit more manageable. Also, I just wanted to say that at the end of this, at the end of 2020, I will be reviewing Project Pan and not just talking to you about what I have and haven't used, but actually going through all the products that I have used. Products that are really difficult to use, products that are really easy to use. I'll kind of review the Project Pan process, I suppose, that has happened throughout the year, and to kind of just tell you what I have and haven't learnt about it, and things like that. So yeah, we've only got one concealer left, so I'm going to apply this one because it's all I have left. Okay, so for powder, I'm actually not going to apply powder to my face today. I might apply a little bit around my jawline, but my face is actually quite, like, my skin is quite dry today, so I'm not going to powder my face. I'm not applying too much makeup, like I said, because I've got to wear a mask later on because I'm going out, so I can't apply too much to my face today because it's going to be just chaotic. But I will just run through the powder progression. It's not doing great, guys, okay? It's not doing great. So for the number 7 Translucent Perfect Light Loose powder, in the last quarter we were 81 grams, and in this quarter we are 80 grams. So I've used 1 gram out of 20 grams of powder, which is kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. I haven't used it a lot and I'm very cognizant of that, so whatever. And then with the number 7 Perfect Light Pressed Powder in the shade Medium, I have got some pretty good pan on this. This was at the end of quarter 1, it was 65 grams, and it is now 64 grams. So I've used a decent amount of it, like I've used 1 more gram, and I feel like that's probably quite true because I have used this a couple of times just around my jawline, which is what I'm going to do today. Just kind of pat it around my jawline so that my bronzer goes on nicely. But I've been like staying out of my forehead and T-zone because I've been getting quite dry between my brows and around my nose. So I'm just going to put this on my jaw where I put my bronzer, just so it blends in nicely later on. And then I nearly forgot, we have the Revlon Photo Ready powder in 010 Fair Light, this one right here. This was 83 grams in the last quarter, so the end of the first quarter, and this is still 83 grams. That's so frustrating. It goes to show I'm not using this powder a lot, but I feel like I'm putting my focus on this powder. I probably shouldn't have put 2 pressed powders in my Project Pan. That's something I have learnt this year, is don't overwhelm yourself with multiples. It's not a good thing, especially powders, because I just don't get through them fast enough. So yeah, this one has not had any progress on it, which is kind of annoying, but at least I've made 1 gram of progress on the other powders. It's not like they've been sitting there too stagnant, but I do need to dip into this more because we haven't had any progress on this since I started the Project Pan. On to bronzer, I have 2 bronzers and then a cheek palette, which I'll show you in a second. So the Solar Powder Bronzer by Soap & Glory, this one here, I feel like I've made a decent amount of progress. I'm really hoping that the picture here is going to show you the progress, because last month I was, at the end of quarter 1, I was 52 grams, and now I am 51 grams. So I've used 1 gram of product, which I feel like is about right. But hopefully the pictures show a bit of progress. I'm really trying to use this up. I have been really enjoying this bronzer. And yeah, what can I say? I've just been really enjoying it. So I want to use this up. I want to carry on until there is nothing left, because I think it's a really great product. And I think once I get through some of my other products, I might repurchase this again in the future, because I've actually been really enjoying the look of how it looks on my cheeks. The Bourjois bronzer, I have decided that I am going to just get rid of this. I don't like how it looks on my cheeks. I think it is just a bit too old. I think it just keeps hard panning every single time I've scratched off the layer, I use it, it hard pans. Don't even come at me with suggestions, because I have tried everything to take off that hard pan layer, and as soon as I take it off and I go to use it, it hard pans again. I just think the product has not, it's not gone off. It still smells nice, and it doesn't feel horrible. I just don't think the formulation of the bronzer is good anymore. I think it has just gone bad, which is fair enough, you know, these things happen. I think it was 65 grams at the end of Q1. Somehow it grew to 66 grams, but I mean, you know, don't take my scales as gospel. I'm really just looking at the pan, to be honest with you. And yeah, I've just decided just to put this one in the bin. I will keep it so that I can review this at the end of the year, but I'm taking this out of my project pan. I used it a couple of times. I didn't enjoy it. I used to enjoy it when it was brand new, but I think, like I said, it's just gone a bit bad, and I haven't been enjoying how it's been looking on my face. So yeah, I'm gonna take this out of the project pan. I've not been enjoying it, and today I'm gonna go into my Soap & Glory Solar Powder Bronzer for a bronzer. So for blush, I had 3 kind of like different products. I'm gonna call them 3 different products, even though that one of them was a blush palette. You guys, I'm actually doing really well. I hit another pan. I'm so excited that I hit another pan in here. Ah, it just feels so good to see. Oh, a little brush came out. It feels so good to see progress on something that you're really desperate to use up. The Hoola bronzer, I mean, there's like this much left in it, and to be honest with you, I could just use it just as an eyeshadow, like as in for those days where I really can't be bothered, I can just get into the corner. But you literally cannot get a brush in there anymore. There's no point trying to get a brush in there. At the end of Q1, this was 258 grams, and then now it's 259. What the hell? How has it grown? Did I accidentally measure the brush in it as well? Well, there we go. That goes to show that my scales aren't always accurate, because you can see the progress. I didn't have pan in this one before, and now I do, and I feel so great about it. I love these 2 blushes. These 2 are my favourite. I have been dipping into Bella Bamba quite a bit, and sometimes Dandelion, and actually I did say at the beginning of this year that if I could just hit pan and get rid of all 3 of these, I'd be happy to throw this away. But I've been kind of enjoying these 2 as well. Like on days where I want a really pink blushy cheek, I've been really enjoying them. Sugar Bomb, I can't get on with Sugar Bomb. There's something about it that I just, meh. I don't understand. I can't make it look nice on my cheeks. It just looks a little bit bland. But I might try and finish all 3 of these, like I did say as planned, and see if I can try and hit pan at least, or use a good like 50%, if not 75% of the product. That would be quite nice. I have 2 natural collection blushes. I have Sweet Cheeks and Pink Cloud. I would say I've definitely made progress on both of these. It is difficult to see because I smashed this one, which is kind of annoying. But Pink Cloud, this one right here, I feel like you can definitely see the progress in this. You can definitely see a little bit more pan in this one as it was last month, or last quarter. In last quarter, these are both 10 grams. I don't know if I said that. I might have said that already. But and now they're both 9 grams. So again, I'm not sure if that's my scales being difficult, but there's definitely been some progress on these. You can see with the pan, especially on Pink Cloud, you can see the pan and you can see the difference. So I'm really happy, and I will happily finish these. But today I think I'm going to go into my Benefit Sweet Cheek palette, because if I'm stuck with these at the end of the year, I won't be sad. If I'm stuck with this at the end of the year, I will be sad. So I want to use this today. So for highlight, I actually only had 1 highlight in my whole project pan, because it was a highlighting palette. I thought that actually maybe it would be suitable to not give myself too much, unlike other categories where I gave myself like 3 bronzers. Like, what was I thinking? So I have this L'Oreal Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator palette. This massive clunky thing for these 3 tiny products is so frustrating, and yeah, it's very frustrating. So at the end of Q1, this was 80 grams, and now at the end of Q2, it was 79 grams. That is including the brush. I don't know why I started taking pictures with the brush, but now I have to keep the stupid brush in there every single time I weigh it, which is so frustrating, because I feel like it feels like a lot, but actually it's not, because I weighed it without the brush and it was 76 grams. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've seen a little bit of progress in this. I'm just looking at the picture of last month. I feel like I can see more progress in Peach Glow. Like Gilded Honey and Peach Glow are the ones I'm using more often. But what's this one? Ballerina. Ballerina is a little bit too deep for me. However, Ballerina all over the lid is delightful. So when I was going to work at the beginning of the year, like actually going into the office, I was trying to use the Hoola out of this. Like I was going into the corners, like really trying to get in there and put it on my eyes. And then I'd apply Ballerina all over the lid, and it'd be such a simple, beautiful, just like sheeny looking, healthy, bronzy eye, and it was gorgeous. But because I've been trying to use other products, Ballerina has been neglected a little bit. So yeah, whoops. So I don't know, I've seen a little bit of progress on these, not a great deal, but then again it's a highlight and you're not probably going to see as much progress on a highlight. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I'm going to go into Gilded Honey and Peach Glow. I have been really enjoying this highlight, to be fair. It is really, really sheeny, it's very metallic. I have been using other highlights, and I think because I only put one in my project pan, it's encouraged me to use this above other highlighters, but I haven't felt trapped with it because it's only one. And there's like 2 different colours, so if I do a pinky look I can go into Peach Glow, if I do a bronzy look I can go into Gilded Honey, or if I'm just doing a natural look like this, I just kind of like mix them together, and I've been really, really enjoying it. I think it's a really great highlighter. I have the full size of Gilded Honey, and it's actually made me want the full size of Peach Glow as well. So yeah, because that's the only highlighting product I had, that's it for highlighter. I mean, I'm doing well with this. I just think it's taking me forever. It feels like it's taking forever, but I've been enjoying it, so I'm not going to get rid of it at the end of the year if I don't. I'm not going to smash this at the end of the year, like I'm not going to get through it, but I've been enjoying it. So for brows, I have MAC Charcoal Brown eyeshadow. This thing, I've had this thing for years and I refuse to get rid of it until the last bit is gone, because I use it for brows, like I don't need a big brush, I need a tiny brush, so I can afford to get like literally everything out of this. So at the end of Q1 this was 11 grams, and now at the end of Q2 it is still 11 grams. I don't know if you'll be able to see much progress on this because a lot of it is pan, as you can see, but there's bits around the edges. I'm doing pretty well with it, but yeah, it's still not completely done yet, and I feel like I can really, really use this all up. And yeah, I know a lot of people might think just get rid of it, like you've practically used it all, but I enjoy it. I have a backup of it, so why throw it away when I'm still enjoying it. I then have the Colourpop brow pomade in Dope Taupe, the little glass potted one. This is doing my head in because I feel like I use it all the time and it still isn't going down. At the end of Q1 this was 26 grams, and at the end of Q2, oh my god, it's still 26 grams. Why? It just looks like this. I've got a pretty severe dip in it. Like you can see I've used a lot of it. It's got a pretty big dip. I still can't see the bottom of the blooming glass pot, which is devastating to me. So I then had the Archery brow pencil, the Precision Brow Tint shaping pencil. This was 8 grams at the end of Q1, and it is still 8 grams. I think because they're so light that they don't show much progress. But I've only got like a little nubbin left of this. Like, can you just about see that, hopefully? I've only got like a little nubbin, so I think I can use this definitely before Q3, or the end of Q3, should I say. So, I mean, I'm happy with it. It's just frustrating that the scales aren't precise enough to pick it up. And I think the last product I had for brows was the Pixie by Petra Brow Gel. I have finally finished this. I mean, there's like a little bit of remains still in there, but I'm going to say it's finished because I'm quite honestly quite bored of this. This was 15 grams at the end of Q1, and I managed to get the stopper out of the brow gel itself and kind of just like wiggle, she says, now she can't open it, brilliant. But I managed to like get the stopper out here and really get in there with this brush and get it all out. I wouldn't really rate this brow gel, to be honest with you. It was okay, but I'm just glad to have it done and out of my life. So I'm going to go into Archery for my brows, I think, and then just clean up a little bit with the MAC brow powder. Well, it's not brow powder, it's an eyeshadow, but I'm going to use those basically. Okay, eyeshadow palettes. 3 of them. Oh god, these damn eyeshadow palettes. The Reloaded Iconic Division palette was 108 grams at the end of period 1. And it is now 109 grams. Somehow it has grown. I don't think I've actually used this since my last video. I don't think I've used it in like 3 months, so great. The Reloaded Visionary palette, the purpley one, was 112 grams at the end of period 1, and it is now 114 grams. How have my things grown? I don't understand. I don't understand at all. It's kind of worrying me. Okay, brilliant. And then the Reloaded Velvet Rose, which is the dupe for the Soft Glam palette by ABH. This was 112 grams and it is now 114. What's going on? How are my things growing? I don't understand. I'm just zooming you in. I'm not going to do anything crazy because I just don't feel like anything crazy today. So I'm just going to point to the shadows and just whip a few of these through my lid. Okay, so more eye products. I have the Stila Magnificent Metals. Whoa, okay, I have the Stila Magnificent Metals here. I know I'm still zoomed in, so sorry about this. But at the end of Q1, these were 122 grams. I have used one of the baby ones entirely up. I accidentally threw the packaging away, but I know which one it was. It was Kitten, Stila Kitten. So these are now 104 grams because obviously from 122 to 104, I used an entire one up, and obviously the packaging weighs a bit. So I'm happy that I got through at least one of these. I think I can still get through these big two. I just worry about using these because these aren't really colours I use on an everyday basis, like these deep burgundy colours. But I'm feeling positive that I can get a good use out of these. I'm not going to be using them today. But yeah, I used one up in this quarter, so I'm not doing too badly. I also have the two eyeliners here. I actually don't have it written down what they were the previous quarter, but these are both so the MUA one is 7 grams now and the Supercat one is 9 grams. Someone even said to me in my previous video, like, do eyeliners actually weigh something or do you just dry them out? And I do agree, actually. Like, I think I'm going to carry on weighing them this year, but if I use an eyeliner next year in my project pan, which I probably will, then I won't weigh them because I just think you can't really measure it, can you? Like, is it, I don't know, it's a little bit difficult. There's a little bit of like, what do I do? How do I show you that I'm using it? But I haven't used these. I've maybe used them a handful of times, but I'm not going to be using it today. I'm not feeling like eyeliner. I don't want like a dramatic look. But yeah, just know that I don't think I made much progress on it. I'm sure you've seen the pictures right here, but yeah, I haven't really used them up really. I'm going to very quickly just go put some mascara on. I don't have a mascara in my project pan. There's no point in me having a mascara in my project pan because I just use mascaras on a cycle rather than them all being open at once. So I'm going to go apply mascara and then we will talk about lips and setting spray. Okay, mascara is on and on to lips. The lip liners, I can't remember which ones I included and which ones I didn't. I think I only took a picture of 3, but I had actually 4, which is kind of annoying. So just the 3 lip liners. Last time they were 20 grams and this month they were 22. Don't ask me how they grew. I don't understand it because I've been using them up. I don't understand. So yeah, I'm not going to be using these lip liners today. I have decided I don't actually like the formula of these very much. They are quite drying and they stay on my lips, but they're a little bit drying for me. They're not as creamy as I would like a lip liner to be. I will use them up. I mean, they are beautiful packaging. Like, whoa, look at these. They're very, very Jeffrey. But I'm just going to use them up and yeah, they're nothing special. I don't enjoy them really. In terms of the 3 lip colours I had 3 Colourpop Ultra. I had an Ultra Matte and 2 Ultra Satin, I think. So yeah, so I think I had Mama, Strip and Calypso. So Strip was the nudier one. It went from 26 grams from last quarter to 26 grams this quarter. I think this will be quite, I think all of these will be 26 to 26, so let me have a look. Calypso went from 25 grams to 26 grams. Again, I don't know how. And then Mama went from 26 grams to 26 grams as well. So I have used these, probably not as much as I should, but it is what it is. I think liquid lipsticks are very difficult. It's very difficult to measure how much of a liquid lipstick you're using. I feel like it's like not finished, not finished, not finished, and then there's nothing left. So yeah, I'm not actually enjoying these as much as I thought I was going to enjoy them. Strip is nice, but these are quite drying. I've come to the conclusion I just like bullet lipsticks just that much more. I'm going to apply Strip today just because it's the nudier one and I fancy something quite natural. And then last but not least, we have setting spray. I finally finished my Colourpop Rose Quartz Crystal Rose Priming Spray. I actually really, really enjoyed this. I don't think they sell these anymore, but yeah, it's all done. All done. I'm really happy with this. I'm happy I used it. It's a lovely glass bottle so I can recycle it or even reuse it again if I really wanted to for something else. But yeah, finally finished it. Really happy with that, which means I'm left with the Rimmel Instafix and Go. Last period this was, or last quarter, this was 94 grams and it is now 71 grams, which makes sense because I've been trying to use it every time I need setting spray or every time I need to wet a brush. I've been trying to use this one to use it up. It's nice, but it's quite alcoholic, if I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't repurchase it again. I think there's nicer setting sprays out there for the money, but it's not been abhorrent. And I believe that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video and I hope you've enjoyed my update on Project Pan. I've been really enjoying Project Pan. I've been really enjoying using products up. I've used up a lot of products already. Like, I feel like I've done pretty well. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to, more than anything, I think it's like the end of the year I'm looking forward to, when I can review everything from very beginning to the very end to show how much I've used in a year, just the products that are out on my side. So yeah, I've definitely learned a lot through Project Pan, and that is that products take a long time to get through. Things like primers and concealers I get through very fast. Things like an eyeshadow palette, you ain't hitting pan on that unless you're using one palette every single day for the rest of your life, I swear to God. So it's kind of concerning, it's kind of worrying. I have a lot of product, and yeah, it's taught me a lot, so I'm very excited to get to the end of this year and review it properly. But yeah, in the meantime, this is a little update. This is a very natural look that I've got on, so I'm very sorry if this is very boring for you to look at, but I'm going out, okay? I'm going out. So thank you guys for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, do not forget to give me a good old thumbs up, and it lets me know that you enjoy Project Pan. I certainly enjoy, and I certainly enjoy watching other people do it. So if you do Project Pan, link me down to Instagram or your channel, whatever you do, and let me see your Project Pan, because I'd love to see it. It's very satisfying on the eye. I love it. Thank you guys for watching once again. I think I've said that 10 times now. But subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell because then you'll be notified on all the videos I upload every single week, and you wouldn't want to miss out on more content from me. No, you would not, sir. No, you would not. Take care, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.